Hi, Eric Linask here. We're in San Jose, California at WebRTC Conference and Expo 5. With me on today's program, Carl Stahl from Ingate. Carl, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thank you very much for receiving me here.
So, as I said, this is our 5th WebRTC Expo. Ingate's been with us here for a number of years already. What have you seen? What are you seeing in terms of adoption, and what's really happened in the last couple of years with WebRTC? And really, is it what you would have expected?
Yes, I think a lot of other people have expected it to go faster, but standards takes time, and it's also this ongoing delay that the major browser vendors, Apple and Microsoft, haven't joined that. But that seems to come to an end. Everyone believes now that they actually are coming on with the game and with compatible browsers. There will be some resolution to the video codec war also coming on, and that makes applications come and things happen much faster. And the standard is still a bit to go on the standard before we see wide adoption and usage.
And really, when you talk about Apple and Microsoft, to a large degree, that's two different sides of sort of the WebRTC user base. One on the desktop side with Microsoft, and Apple obviously tremendously large in the mobile space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And both have their own Skypes and FaceTime also. Right. But it will be general in a way that it can't be stopped. What we're seeing now, there are two major applications. It's a sort of call center application where you go into companies' websites and click to call. That has been a bit stalled, not only by the standard itself, but it has to really work in your default browser for the users. And that is happening also now while waiting the others that is coming plugins, so it actually works in Internet Explorer and Safari these days if you add a plugin to them, which will come up automatically. And the other side, and we see activities coming there now because of that. And the other side is really the integration of SIP, integration of WebRTC used as clients and advanced multimedia clients everywhere into both the PBX UC environment and into the operator space. And especially we see what surprised me, which is coming on quite rapidly now at the end, is operators doing OTT services, not IMS, but the other side are actually quite keen on doing WebRTC clients now because they can reach people everywhere and really go OTT and not be dependent. Even if they work in the numbered world, they will not be dependent on going sort of mobile or PSTN or something out to the end users anymore. It's happening. Yeah.
For the operator community, is it about creating more new revenue opportunities, or is it really about just being able to keep pace with the competition so that they don't lose subscribers?
Actually, the drive we are seeing now is that they see that they can. There are two sides. They start to seeing that they can deploy a cheaper service because they don't have to pay for termination and these things of their customers. They just terminate in their browser if they have them as customers. But that has sort of increased their appetite when they see all the possibilities also. Really, for free or nothing, you can actually, by making a good client, you can suddenly, over their infrastructure, do advanced stuff like video calling and multi-party video calling. These things are happening, and it doesn't cost them more. It's just a little more bandwidth, which is quite cheap today if you don't feed it into the IMS structure where it's but really do it OTT. So when we come into service provider, their appetite grows.
You mentioned the call center, the customer service environment as one of the key applications. Are there other markets or other applications that you think should be quick to adopt WebRTC?
Yeah, it has to come among the PBX vendors and UC vendors. that they really offer clients that are WebRTC, because it gives them so much more. For example, today all these remote user situations, WebRTC has firewall traversal built in, at least to a better extent than you can have with the common SIP clients, and which makes it works better, and you can have advanced clients also that does a lot of funny stuff like video conferencing and things that they can't be without this area. So that's coming.
What kind of things is Ingate doing to help drive some of that adoption? And obviously you mentioned the need for more standardization as well.
Yeah, we do two things concretely. We do a gateway which sits at the enterprise edge or in the service provider environment between WebRTC and SIP. Because if you're really going to connect globally somehow to more than whoever is on that web server, you have to go via SIP, but maintain the features. And the other thing is we're doing, and we call it Q-turn, is really putting the turn server inside the firewall, because there is still a firewall problem with WebRTC, especially in big enterprises. WebRTC simply doesn't work. And we can add both quality and traversal then, so you actually can use it inside your LAN. Ordinary WebRTC as it is doesn't really penetrate all firewalls, even if I said it's better than what we've seen on the SIP side when you don't have a session border controller at the edge to fix it. But those are the two areas where we work concretely. Yeah. But we are not standardization and showing ourselves here, and hope to bring some guys together at the WebRTC Reality Day in Miami, IT Expo.
Well, we certainly look forward to that end of January. Really quickly, how long do you think it's going to be until we get to a place, WebRTC utilization and adoption, where you think we've come to where a lot of people already think we are?
That depends on how much they think we are. No, I would say we will see some early, real volume adoption at that time, end of January, not before, and then it will grow quite rapidly in the next half year. I think that's where we are.
Fantastic. Carl, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for being here at the show, and certainly look forward to seeing you in Miami.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.